Okay, today's been a good day, an interesting day, a day that I think reflects what could very well be our future. And what I mean by that is a future where we as a company, right, Stronghold Digital Mining, begins to trade sustainably over $1 a share. I'm getting ahead of myself. Today's Thursday, April 13th, 2023. It's just a little bit after 4 o'clock in the afternoon Eastern Time. Stock market just closed a very short while ago. I'm going to try to put up a chart right now. Hopefully that shows up. And let's take a look. This is what transpired today. As you can see, our stock price actually surpassed the $1 threshold during the day today. Now, it appears as if, though, I'm going to just refer to my notes here, it looks like we officially closed at 97 cents a share, which is great. That's not to say that we might not see our stock price kind of come down a bit in after hours and perhaps even catch its breath again tomorrow. But I do think it's very psychologically significant that we were able to surpass the $1 threshold today for the first time in a very, very long time. Now, it's not enough, right, to just say, hey, the stock price got over $1, for a little bit today. That's it. We're in the clear. No. We actually need to have a sustained minimum bid price of $1 per share by the closing bell, so to speak, and to maintain a minimum bid price of $1 a share for 10 consecutive business days. This, nonetheless, is, I think, a very, very monumental, good first step towards being able to achieve that. Bear in mind, Wall Street analysts who, listen, let's just give every analyst who follows this company the benefit of the doubt, right? These are very smart people who have done a tremendous amount of, research, right, into the financials, into the potential growth rate of the company, into the stability of the company as a whole, and in aggregate, right, the consensus view, right, amongst Wall Street professionals is that this stock should be trading well over $1 a share. Okay, and that's not, by the way, some sort of heroic, stock price target. It's really just kind of more like, hey, like at a bare minimum, our stock price target is, and if you look at the aggregate average, it's well over $1 a share. In some cases, it's as much as $2 a share, right? So we have a long way to go yet to close the gap between where we're trading right now, right? Like roughly 97 cents a share. That's where we closed today. And to even just reach kind of like the bare minimum of the consensus Wall Street price target for this stock, right? For Stronghold Digital Mining stock. So from my perspective, let's just kind of assume, hey, you know what? Wall Street's got it right. All right. Their collective wisdom is valuable. Their collective wisdom means something, especially when you look at the overall condition of our company, which is in much more solid shape than it was maybe 6 months ago. When you look at the price of Bitcoin, that has sustained, right, itself over $30,000 a coin. When you look at the fact that specifically Stronghold Digital Mining, we went into cash flow positive territory, right? Our adjusted EBITDA was positive for Q4 2022, and I anticipate that it will have been positive for Q1 2023, which is the quarter that just ended. So when you put all of this together and then you look at what Wall Street's saying and you're like, all right, so we're at 97 cents a share, is this played out? My argument is no, it's not played out. In fact, we're barely in the first inning here. Okay, this stock still has a ways to go to bridge the gap between where we're trading right now and the consensus, right, aggregate estimate by Wall Street of where, what our stock price should be trading at. So there's that. And then bear in mind that once we start to show, right, once we start to gain some momentum, these stock price targets have a tendency to go up, especially if we're able to clock in a really healthy, productive, great Q1 2023. So it's not just like, hey, Q4 2022 was like a one-hit wonder. No, actually, we're doing this. Like, right, we've turned the corner, and now we're sustainably doing some pretty amazing things on the operational side of things. Right, once we can validate that in Q1 2023, which of course that quarter already ended, and based on all the data that I've looked at, I'm very confident that we did very well in that quarter. So once these things start to align, these stock price targets do have a tendency to go up. But even as we sit right now at 97 cents a share, we're still pretty darn far below many, right, sort of the consensus estimate of where the stock price should even be. Amongst some of us, right, who have followed this company for quite some time, we've long sort of thought to ourselves, my gosh, like how is it that we're trading at, I mean, it wasn't that long ago, we were at like 50 cents a share. So again, this is all, we're playing catch up at this point. This is the re-rating, so to speak, right? It's starting to happen, not just for Stronghold, but really for the entire Bitcoin mining ecosystem. So I think this is just the beginning. I see no reason to believe that this, sort of like trend that's beginning to develop is going to stop anytime soon. Hey, are we going to take some breathers? Will our stock price kind of like collect itself, go down a bit, catch its breath? Yes, and I think that's a healthy thing to have happen. So let's see how this continues to evolve through the rest of this week, okay? It would not surprise me one bit if we took a break, right? Caught our breath a little bit, the stock maybe settles down a bit more, that's fine. But the key thing is to remember that, again, forget about my opinion. Let's just look at Wall Street, right? I think society has adjudicated Wall Street, for better or for worse, as being the experts, right? When it comes to like where a stock price should be trading at. So if you look at what Wall Street collectively, says about Stronghold Digital Mining, what they're saying is that the stock price, even right now at 97 cents a share, is like ridiculously undervalued. So keep that in mind as our stock starts to maybe make some moves higher. I think the key thing for us right now is, hey, let's see if we can sustainably get above $1 a share. And, so let's see if we could stick there for a bit. But right now, I think, at this point, we can see the summit, right? Which in the near term is, hey, can we close above $1 a share? I think we could see that summit. Now it's just a matter of when are we going to really make the push to get there and then stay there for at least 10 consecutive business days. So that's where we're at right now. I'm really excited, as I'm sure you are as well, right? We've long suffered as co-owners, right, of this business, as shareholders of this business, watching our stock really just kind of collapse in value. And now we're starting to see the renaissance, right, of this stock price. And from my perspective, this is just the beginning. Okay, be great, stay positive, and I'll see you tomorrow.